Now, as mentioned, there is a second way that you can have students register for the events in your meet. Now, the first option has been explored, and that is having admin users or a multitude of admin users register students manually themselves. And this is more of a traditional view of how a meet might be set up in a particular school. However, the innovative feature that we've included in Sports Tracker is the ability for individuals to register for their own events. Now, the way in which this works, all students, when they are added to an organization, get sent and created a username and password. Now, if they have an email address, the username and password will be emailed to them as soon as their account is created. Alternatively, if they don't have an email address, then their username is automatically generated as well as the actual password for their organization. And this enables them to log into Sports Tracker and be able to see a list of upcoming meets and register for them. Now, the easiest way to give your students their usernames and passwords is to select your Students tab and hit Export CSV. And they'll actually export a spreadsheet that in it has every single kid in your organization with their username and with their temporary password. And when they log in for the first time, they're actually able to change their password to something else, meaning that they can then store it, and then whenever there's meets that need their registration, they can simply use those username, that password on whatever device they like, and they can log in and register for the events that are appropriate to them. So I'm going to show you how that looks like from a student perspective. So here I am. I've got my student account, and I'm going to hit sign in. Now you can see here that it's taken me to the organization that I myself am added to. Now if I'm actually added to more than one organization, you can see that I would actually have the ability to select whichever organization was most appropriate. But I'm only added to one, or this student is only added to the Boort District School organization. And you can see here that they've got the ability to do only one thing, and that is see the meet that is currently upcoming, which is Meet Dashboard. Now on this particular screen, they can see a list of the available events to them. So you can see here that they're available to be entered in event number 1, which is the under 15 male, and they can register for it. One of the events that they can't register is this one here. They're not eligible for that, obviously because it's female. They're eligible for the remaining events, however. So they can basically decide, all right, I want to register for the 100 meters, and there they are. They're now registered. They want to register for long jump. They're not interested in high jump, but they might keep their registrations as such. Now, the other exciting feature is that this particular page is accessible to the students as they participate. Now, depending on the administrator, they can choose whether to hide this feature to students so that no student can see who the champion or upcoming leading champions are. They can hide the team scores so that no student knows the team scores, and they can also hide the trophies and any of the other features here on this screen. Alternatively, you can make that available to the students so that they know who the champion students are as time happens, and they can come in and be able to register and withdraw themselves from events. So let's go and see if Jared James, the student whose account we're in now, has been registered into the 100 meters and the long jump. So I'm in my administrator dashboard again, where I've got all the features. So I'm going to go into that meet. And if I go to the meet, which is the 100 meters, we should be able to see an entry from Jared James. So I'm going to click on participants. And over here on the right, there we are. Jared James has been entered into the event. If I go into long jump and click on participants, Jared James is the only participant that's been registered so far. And he didn't enter in high jump, so if I click on that, you should see that there's no one who has currently been entered. So that's exactly how the whole registration process works from a student perspective. It's exactly the same on mobile devices or tablets. They would be able to log in with whatever device they have and be able to register. Now, the way that looks is as follows. So you can see here that this is the mobile device, and I've got the ability to see exactly what I'm seeing right here, and that's the mobile version of this particular page. So I'm going to go into the Meet dashboard on my mobile device. I'm the admin here. I'm going to scroll down, and I can click on the events, and then I can scroll down and find the 100-meter event and click on participants, and we should find that those students, oops, don't want to move him, they're available to be allocated on a mobile device. It would be a little bit more challenging, but you can actually see a list of the assigned users that have been added to events. So regardless of what device you're on, it's really quite easy to be able to get that information and access it and do whatever you need. So that's how you would access and enable students to register for events. And the exciting thing is, as soon as they have done this particular process and registered for their events, they will actually receive an email that in it includes the list of events that they are registered in.